Hi, 1 Hour Smart Home here, and today we're going to show you how to install the Sensi Touch 2 Smart Thermostat, which we've got right here. Now, this was just launched in the spring of 2023, and it's important to note that it does require a common wire for installation, but we're going to show you how to identify a common wire in this video while we install the Sensi Touch 2 Smart Thermostat. The first thing that we need to do is turn the power off to our existing HVAC system and thermostat. You can do that by turning it off at the circuit breaker, or sometimes there's going to be a switch on the side of your HVAC system or in the same room as your HVAC system that will turn it off. My tip for this is to make sure that you have your thermostat on and running and you can hear air running through your vents for your HVAC system. And then when you turn it off, you'll hear that air stop and know that you got the right circuit breaker and or the right switch to turn it off. So turn off the power to your HVAC system right now. Now that we've got the power off to our HVAC system, we can remove the existing thermostat. Typically, you're going to find tabs at the top, the sides, or the bottom that you may need to press in to remove it. Ours just pulls straight off the faceplate, and then you've got access to the wiring. So now we want to inspect our wiring, and the first thing we want to look for is, do we have a C wire or common wire? And we do. That's this blue wire right here, and it's going to be designated by the C terminal, which means that you do have a common wire. So we can continue installing the Sensi Touch 2 Smart Thermostat for installation. Now, before you do anything else, you want to take a picture of your existing wiring, and they provide labels in the box to label all of this wiring. Now let's take a look at the other wires connected. We've got our G wire here, which is our fan wire, and that is a green wire. The next wire we have is our Y wire, and that's our air conditioning control, and that is yellow. It matches up with Y, and you can see these letters are matching up with the colors, G for green, Y for yellow. The next wire that we have is our R wire, and we've got it wired into the RH terminal, and this is our red wire. That provides power to your HVAC system, and the RH terminal is for our traditional HVAC system, which has a gas-fired furnace and an air conditioner connected. The next wire we have is our white wire, and that is our heat control wire right here, that W1 wire. And the wire after that we have is the common wire, which we already discussed in blue, going into that C terminal. So now we just need to remove the wires from the existing terminals and remove the backer plate. Make sure that you've got all these labels before you remove them and take a picture. We've got all the wires removed from the terminals, and now we can remove the thermostat backer plate. We've got our Sensi Touch 2 Smart Thermostat right here, and we've got the Sensi Touch 2 backer plate. So in order to install this, what we're going to do is take our backer plate, we're going to thread those wires through that center hole, and then we're going to secure the backer plate to our wall. So let's do that now. We've got all our wires through the hole, and we're just going to secure this to the wall. I'm just going to use one screw in my instance because I test out a lot of smart thermostats and I don't want to put any more holes in my wall. But you do have two screw mounting holes here, one right here and then one right here, as well as a level to level it out once you get it installed. Now we've got the base plate secured, we're going to secure our wires in the appropriate terminals. So I'm just going to start at the top here, and I'm going to take my R wire. It was in the RH terminal on the previous thermostat, my red wire. So I'm just going to wire it into the RH terminal. I press down and push in, and that's going to secure that wire. The next wire I'm going to take is my C wire. I'm going to put that into the C terminal. Just push down and push the wire in there. And once you've got it secured, that tab is going to hold itself down in place. So we've got that C wire installed. The next wire I'm going to install is my yellow wire. That's my air conditioning wire. So we're going to take that and put it in the Y terminal right here. Just push in and get that secured. The last wire I've got on this side is my G wire. So I'm just going to take the G wire and secure it down into the G terminal, and that is our fan wire. Sometimes it helps to get some pliers to just help push those in. And I'm going to do that same thing with my Y wire to make sure it's nice and pushed in there. Now we've got those two connected, and the last wire we've got is our white wire, and that's going to go in the W/E terminal right here. In that white wire, that is our heat wire. So we've got our heat wire, white wire in there. We've got our G wire, that's our fan control. Our yellow wire, that's our air conditioning control. Our common wire, C wire, and then our R wire, which is our power wire. Now we're just gonna make sure that we've got this level, so you can see the little bubble level there at the top. And then we're gonna take our Sensi Touch 2. We're going to place it over the top of the backing plate, and then we're just going to push in to get this secured. So now we've got it secured on the wall, and we can remove this little piece of plastic for the display. And now we're ready to restore the power at our HVAC system to turn this back on. So go down to your circuit breaker or the switch that you turned off and turn your HVAC system back on, and the Sensi Touch 2 Smart Thermostat should power back up. You can see as soon as we restored power, our Sensi Touch 2 powered up and is ready to use. Now we need to connect it to our phone and the Wi-Fi network so we can control it remotely from the Sensi app. If you haven't done so already, you're going to want to download the Sensi app, which we've got right here. Set up a username and password and then log in. We've got our Sensi thermostat right here. We install a lot of thermostats, so that's an old one that hasn't been removed. But we're going to add our new Sensi Touch 2 Smart Thermostat, and this is the home screen. To add a thermostat, what you're going to do is click in the upper left-hand corner on the plus symbol right here. Then you've got options for what you're going to install. We're installing a Sensi Touch 2 Smart Thermostat, so we're going to click up here at the top. It says add a device, new installation, or connect to Wi-Fi. We've got a new installation, so we're going to then say, is this thermostat already mounted on the wall? And ours is currently mounted, so I'm going to say is currently mounted down here at the bottom. Here it says turn off power, turn off the power to your HVAC system. We already did that, so we're just going to click next. And then it says detach the thermostat from the base plate. We're going to click next. And then we need to pick those terminals with wires that we already attached. So we installed an R wire, a W wire, a Y wire, a G wire, and a C wire. And now we're going to click next. What type of furnace do we have? We have a gas furnace, and we're going to click next. It says attach thermostat to base plate. We already did that. Click next. Turn on power. We already did that. Click next. And here it says Wi-Fi setup on the thermostat. Tap the menu button on the top left corner. So we're going to wake up the thermostat by touching it, and then we're going to click up here in the top left corner, and we're going to click next. Now we're going to click on Wi-Fi, which is right here, and then we need to click on next over here. It says click on connect. We've got the connect option right here, so click on connect right there, and then it says use the Sensi app to connect the thermostat to your Wi-Fi. So I'm going to click next over here, and now it wants us to scan the QR code that is shown right here. So I'm just going to take my phone and scan the QR code. We scan the QR code, and now we need to select our Wi-Fi network. Once you select your Wi-Fi network, click next. Enter your password. Join network. Configuring thermostat. Connecting to Wi-Fi router. Please wait, this may take a moment. Setup complete. Now we need to give our thermostat a name. I'm just going to call this one upstairs and click next. It says register upstairs. I'm just going to click no thanks. I'll fill in manually and then enter your address. So I'm going to click back on the thermostat over here just so we're at the home screen. So click out of that. And now I'm going to click the registration information. Once you've entered your registration information, click next. Now you can enter your contractor information or telephone number. I'm just going to skip that. Registering your thermostat. Great, our Sensi Touch 2 Smart Thermostat setup is complete. Let's click Start Using Sensi Smart Thermostat. This is the device we added, the upstairs, and you can see it's showing the current temperature on the thermostat right here, 73, and on the app itself. And if I want to change that temperature, all I need to do is click right here, and then you'll see it change over here. This is going to go from 62 to 79, and then the numbers light up like the heating is turning on, and then the app also changes colors over here, which indicates that I've got heating on. Now I can click down here and go from heating to cooling mode if I want. So click down here and I just changed it to cool. So it's going to take a minute, and the thermostat, you can see, switched over to cool because we've got our little ice logo there, or snowflake logo. And then if I click down here on the cool mode, again, you can see all the different system modes. We've got cool, heat, auto, or off. So if I wanted to change the temperature and turn on the AC, I'm just going to turn it down now to, let's just say, 59, and we'll see that change happen over here. You can see it's 59 now, and then we have those little blue letters that indicate that it is cooling right now. And I can click it into auto mode, which has set points for both heating and cooling. You've got your cool set point and your heat set point right there, and you could change those if you want. But what's nice about the Sensi Touch 2, anything that I can do over here from the phone, I can also do on the touch screen of the thermostat itself. So if I wanted to turn it off, I can turn it off as well, and now it's completely off. But we're going to throw it back into heating mode right now because that's what season we're in. And you can also see that on the device and on the screen here, it shows the current humidity, 46%. It says 48. It takes a minute for it to update between the app and the thermostat, but that's our current humidity. We can also control the fan, so we can have it always on, or we can have the fan automatically come on whenever our HVAC system is on. But you also have this circulating fan option here. So if you click that over, it means it's going to circulate the fan 6 minutes out of every hour. But you could change that to whatever you want, 18 minutes, 21 minutes, and we're just going to turn that back off and just leave it in fan auto for right now. Now you can also click down here on the schedule button, and it's going to let you set up a schedule. So you can have a program schedule, geofencing, or no schedule. If I go in, click program schedule, that's going to go and let me turn on my edit schedules. I click in here, and then I can look at my current cool schedule. I just click I over there, and now I've got different temperatures for different times of the day. If I want to change those, I can click up or down. So I'm changing that temperature set point, and we'll just leave it at 76, but I could also change what time I want that to happen, and then I just click done up here, and you can do that through times throughout the day. So right now I have that for every day of the week, but if I wanted to change it so my weekend is a little bit different, I just click Saturday and Sunday here, and I can create my own weekend schedule. So we're going to click save, and that works for cool, heat, or auto. We can create a schedule in each one of those modes. So if I wanted to, I click in the heat, and now I could create a heat schedule. And the difference between heat, cool, and auto is you've got air conditioning, heat, and then the auto has those two temperature set points. It'll automatically choose between heating and cooling. But if you have it only in a heat schedule or a cool schedule or in heat mode or cool mode, it's only going to do heating or it's only going to do cooling. But if you want it to automatically turn on heating or cooling, you would need to click on your auto schedule down here, and then you can see you have temperature set points. So the heat would turn on at 70 and the air conditioning would turn on at 75 to keep your room or your house in a particular temperature. So we're going to click save there. We're going to click back, and we're going to click done. And then eventually when you click over here in usage, it'll show you how much you're using your HVAC system on a daily basis, so you can be mindful of your energy usage. Shows you your current location. It shows us the current temperature and then the high and lows for the days. And then down here you can see it's got our temperature set point schedules right here. So at 5 p.m. it's going to be 70, at 10 p.m. 62, 6 a.m. 70 again, and 8 a.m. 62, and you could change those just by going into your schedule. Now, what I really like about the Sensi Touch is that you can really easily control the temperature by just clicking up or down right here, and it's got a nice big display. So let's just turn this up to 78, and you can see it turned on to heat mode. That orange indicates that it's heating, as well as the little fire symbol lights up that it is heating. Now, you've got a couple more features in here. You click on this, you can connect remote sensors. You can change around your display if you want to. So you've got a sleep mode after a certain amount of time. You can let it sleep. So I've got it on 1 minute. That works well. You can change the screen brightness, your display time, and display set point. I like all of these how I have them, so I'm going to leave them as is. And then you've got your home screen content over here. You can turn off your indoor humidity if you don't want that to show up on the screen, but I like it. And then you've got your display time. We're going to leave that on. And then if you need to change from Celsius to Fahrenheit, you can do so right there. So let's click back and let's click back again. You can also change the schedule right from the thermostat, which is a really nice feature. You've got an about thermostat, and that's going to give you information like your serial number on the device and whatever else you need in there. If you did put in your contractor information, it's just going to show you the phone number for that contractor so that if you have any problems, you can give them a call easily. And then you've got your advanced setup right here. And this is if you add some devices or change your HVAC equipment around, you could click in there and make changes. You can also control your humidifier and dehumidifier from here. We do not have a humidifier installed in this system, so that option is not available for us. I'm going to click back out of this, and that is pretty much all the settings that you've got for the Sensi Touch 2 Wi-Fi smart thermostat. As you can see, a very easy installation, and the main selling point of the Sensi Touch 2 is that it connects with those Sensi Room Sensors so you can remotely control the temperature in other rooms in your home, which is great if you've got a house with uneven heating and cooling. You can work with your vents and close some or open some to get more accurate heating and cooling when you use one of those room temperature sensors in another location. So thank you for watching this video on how to install your Sensi Touch 2 smart thermostat. We'll see you next time.